Bonjour, with FrenchSpanishOnline.com. We are going to see how to translate the verb to visit in French, as we have several possibilities. To visit in French, so, can be the verb visiter, okay, no problem for that, which is regular. Also, rendre visite, aller visiter with two verbs, and also aller voir. So let's see now how to use them to translate to visit. First, when you want to visit monuments or museums. In French, we will use this verb, the verb visiter, aller visiter or aller à. Let's see some examples. I'm visiting the British Museum. So it's present tense. Je visite le British Museum. So we can use here the verb visiter with no problem. If you want to say he will visit the Eiffel Tower, so now it's the future. In French, you can say il visitera la Tour Eiffel, so the future tense to, or il ira visiter la Tour Eiffel. And about a zoo now, they will visit the zoo this afternoon. So in French, for the zoo, we don't really use often the verb visiter. We prefer aller à. So we say ils vont au zoo cet après-midi. And here we have au instead of à, because it did the contraction of between a and le. Zoo in French is masculine. Ils vont au zoo cet après-midi. Let's see now about a doctor. What a doctor does when he visits his patients. When in French, we use the verb visiter and aller voir. The doctor visits his patients. So in French, you can here also use the verb visiter with no problem. Le docteur visite ses patients. Or, le docteur va voir ses patients. And of course, the patients, when they want to go to the doctors, they say nous allons chez le docteur. We don't really use the verb visiter in this case. Nous allons chez le docteur ou nous allons voir le docteur. Now, with friends and family, in French we use the verb rendre visite à and also aller voir. Rendre visite à rather than visiter. He visits her once a week. So here we have the pronoun her, and we will say in French, il lui rend visite une fois par semaine. So we have the verb rendre visite à. You may ask where is the preposition à. Actually, the preposition à is included in the pronoun, which is an indirect object here. And that's why we use lui. And lui here can be masculine or feminine. So we don't really know actually if you don't see the translation in English. So let's see now with a noun. He visits his mother once a week. So now we know it is feminine. And it's a noun, not a pronoun. So we are going to see the preposition à. Il rend visite à sa mère une fois par semaine. Rather than il visite sa mère une fois par semaine. Actually, if your mother was at the hospital, you could use the verb visiter. Il visite sa mère à l'hôpital une fois par semaine, for example. But if it's at home, we use il rend visite à. I will visit a friend. So now you can say j'irai voir un ami. Or je rendrai visite à un ami. But usually we say j'irai voir un ami. Of course you can say il ira voir sa mère une fois par semaine. Or il va voir sa mère une fois par semaine for the present tense. Okay? So let's review what we've just seen about the verb visiter in French, to visit. So for monuments like the Eiffel Tower, we use visiter, aller visiter, and aller à. To the doctor, visiter and aller voir. And with friends, rendre visite and aller voir. Okay? So it's several translations just for one word in English. Let's see now the verb visiter in French. This word has sometimes meaning that have nothing to do with to visit in English. For example, visiter also means to view a house. If you want to rent a house, for example, or before renting it or before buying it, you visiter une maison. To view a house, to inspect a house is visiter une maison. She has been burglared We sometimes use the verb visiter to translate here burglar. Sa maison a été visitée. So when you say that, you mean that somebody actually was not invited. To see the sights of London, to see the sights, we say visiter les monuments. Visiter les monuments de Londres here, for example. But to see the sights is visiter. So, as you can see, sometimes visiter means other thing in English. Okay? Well, that's all. Now, you know how to use the verb to visit and visiter in English and in French. So, c'est fini. Thank you very much for watching the slides with me. See you next time on FrenchSpanishOnline.com. Au revoir!